it's Simeon back with you. Thanks again for visiting my YouTube channel. Well, here we are after one of the most craziest elections I've ever seen of 2016. We did a video a couple weeks ago about, the Clintons and UFO disclosure, and now that doesn't look like that's going to happen at all because the Clintons are not in the White House. So you really have to ask yourself, what does it mean for a Trump presidency for the idea of ET UFO disclosure? The Clintons were involved with this topic for quite a while, going all the way back to the 90s with Lawrence Rockefeller, billionaire Lawrence Rockefeller, in so-called Project Starlight, and that was like from 93 to 95. And this is something that could have come up again with a Clinton presidency. But at the same time, you have to wonder, the Clintons have been around for a while, they're career politicians, and people who've been around the same institutions for a while are less and less likely to do anything really radical. So I think this really has a couple implications. Trump is really an unknown. He doesn't really owe anything to anybody because he's a self-made person, and in some ways that has a lot of advantages for the types of things that we're interested in here. Because maybe he's more likely to tell the truth. Maybe he's more likely to come across some of these alleged special access programs that are involved with reverse engineering of extraterrestrial technology and decide that there should be some sort of oversight of this, or that the United States population should know about this, that it's not the right thing to keep it secret. And we really don't know. So there's a lot of ways that this could turn out that actually works in favor of the type of disclosure that we're all interested in. I've met people who've been involved in some of these programs, and they can't say anything about it because they've signed national security agreements because of the sensitivity of these types of subjects. So these sort of programs are way underground, and it's even hard for the president to have any access to them. The president doesn't have a high enough security clearance to even know what's going on there. So there's just a lot we don't know, and the beginning of the process is someone who comes along and says, well, we should start the declassification process. And Trump could turn out to be that type of person. Hey, he's a maverick, and he may just feel appalled at the levels of secrecy which he could decide are unnecessary. Another aspect of this election is you really have to ask yourself, if the media and the pollsters were this wrong about predicting who is going to be elected president, what else are they wrong about? We know they really give a cold shoulder to the types of topics related to unidentified aerial phenomena, cold fusion, remote viewing, alternative science paradigms, subtle energy sciences, things where there's a lot of evidence, but it goes against the mainstream. Well, if they were wrong about who was going to get elected president, and they were so confident, you saw the same essays that I probably saw. People were absolutely sure Hillary was going to win. If they were wrong about that, what else are they wrong about that also could be very important to us? And finally, there's always the chance that President Obama, before he leaves office, feels like he needs to do something to change the playing field that we're in at the moment, the political playing field, and certainly bringing up this type of issue of disclosure would certainly move the agenda back in his direction for many years long after he was out of office. So those are just some things to think about. Let me know what you think. As always, I'm curious to hear your ideas here. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care for now, and bye.